Do you know what's scary? Some people work their entire lives and still die broke. Not because they are lazy, not because they are unlucky, but because of habits they never realized were destroying their future. Every day, millions wake up, rush through their routine, work long hours, come home exhausted, and repeat the same cycle. Years go by and they have no savings, no investments, no progress. They work hard but never build anything lasting. Hard work alone does not create wealth. Without the right habits, money slips away as easily as water from your hand. The first habit that keeps people poor is survival thinking. They focus on getting through today instead of planning for tomorrow. Salary comes and it is spent on rent, bills, food, small pleasures, and unnecessary luxuries. Month after month, year after year, nothing accumulates. They never plant seeds for the future. A seed is meant to grow and provide for tomorrow, but they consume it immediately and stay stuck. Two people might earn the same salary. One spends on small comforts and distractions. The other invests in learning, savings, and skills. 10 years later, the first person is in the same place. The second is building wealth and financial freedom. The difference is not luck or intelligence. It is habits repeated daily. Survival thinking keeps people trapped. They worry about today, never considering how to build for the future. Poor people focus on surviving, while those who grow focus on creating long-term value. Wealth is built over time with discipline, patience, and consistent effort. Stories like J.K. Rowling illustrate this truth. She was broke, raising a child alone and living on welfare, rejected by dozens of publishers. She planted her seed and worked daily despite the obstacles, turning her ideas into books, movies, and an empire. That is the power of habits over luck. Most people spend to feel good now instead of investing to grow. They buy things that make them look rich instead of creating real wealth. Temporary comfort keeps them trapped in a cycle of financial struggle. If you eat the seed, you stay hungry. If you plant it, you will one day enjoy the shade and the fruit it produces. Oprah Winfrey was born into poverty and faced abuse. Yet she invested in herself, developing her skills and abilities. She turned hardship into power and wealth, followed her disciplined habits. Hard work without a growth mindset is wasted effort. The second habit that keeps people poor is falling into money traps. These include consumerism, fear, procrastination, and influence from environment. Consumerism tempts people to spend every extra dollar on things that create status but no freedom. Fear of investing and taking calculated risks keeps people from building wealth. Procrastination delays action until the right time, which never comes. Time is the most valuable resource, and delaying investment or learning sacrifices compounding growth. Your environment influences your habits. If you spend time with people who are negative or wasteful, you are likely to adopt the same behaviors. Surround yourself with those who grow and create, and your habits and mindset will align with wealth creation. Consumerism keeps people trapped. The moment extra money arrives, it is spent on new gadgets, bigger screens, luxury cars, or fancy meals. People want to look rich, but rarely invest in assets that generate income or grow over time. Fear keeps them from starting businesses, investing in skills, or exploring opportunities. They hold money in low-yield accounts, while inflation reduces their purchasing power. Doing nothing feels safe, but is the greatest risk of all. Waiting for a perfect time to act leads to missed opportunities. Compounding interest and long-term investments reward those who start early and punish those who delay. Procrastination silently steals the future. Many say they will save, invest, or start a project one day. That day rarely comes. Time passes quickly and opportunities disappear. The earlier you start, the faster your growth. The later you start, the harder it becomes to catch up. Every successful person has taken action before the conditions were perfect, understanding that progress comes from consistent effort, not waiting for ideal circumstances. Environment is critical in shaping mindset and habits. People you spend the most time with influence your behavior and beliefs. Surround yourself with those who gossip, complain, or waste time, and you will adopt similar habits. Surround yourself with those who discuss ideas, growth, and opportunities, and you will be motivated to grow as well. Your circle directly affects your future, and carefully choosing who you interact with can determine whether you succeed or remain stagnant. The third habit is blaming others for your situation. Poor people blame their boss, the government, family, economy, or circumstances. Every time you blame someone, you give away your power. Complaining feels like action but produces no results. Success comes from taking responsibility for your actions and focusing on what you can control. Wealthy people recognize challenges but take control and find solutions. Every generation has a choice to pass down excuses or opportunities. Those who take responsibility create lasting impact, while those who blame remain trapped. Poverty is not determined by talent, intelligence, or hard work alone. It is determined by habits and mindset. To escape poverty, you must break these three destructive habits: survival thinking, falling into money traps, and blaming others. Build habits that focus on growth, saving, investing, skill development, and responsibility. Wealth is a byproduct of the right habits consistently applied over time. Time is your greatest ally and your greatest weapon. Every day wasted in survival or fear is a day lost forever. Action and consistency are what multiply resources and opportunities. Wealth grows with compounding, but you must start planting seeds today. Every small effort learning a skill, saving a portion of income, investing wisely is a seed that will grow into financial freedom over years. Building wealth also requires a long-term perspective. Quick wins, instant gratification, and temporary comforts destroy future potential. The rich focus on assets, leverage, and skills, not appearances or status. They understand the value of delayed gratification. Poor people chase comfort, spending resources that could generate lasting returns. The choice is simple: spend to feel good now or invest to be free later. Every decision compounds over time and defines your future. Financial literacy is key. Understanding how money works, how to invest, and how to grow assets is more important than working longer hours. Many people work tirelessly, but never learn to make money work for them. Knowledge and habits combined create unstoppable momentum. Skill development, saving, investing, and entrepreneurship are tools to convert hard work into wealth. The lack of these tools keeps hardworking people trapped. Fear of failure is another silent killer. Risk is inevitable, but avoiding action ensures no progress. Every successful entrepreneur, investor, or innovator faced risk, but acted anyway. Fear immobilizes, while calculated action multiplies potential. Taking small risks consistently creates opportunities that grow exponentially over time. Avoiding all risk guarantees stagnation. Consistency and discipline are the bridge between effort and results. Daily habits, repeated without fail, accumulate over years into success. Saving a portion of income, learning new skills, networking, and investing consistently create leverage and independence. Lack of discipline ensures effort is wasted and opportunities are lost. Discipline compounds like interest and creates unstoppable momentum for those who persist. Blaming, complaining, and seeking external validation keep people trapped. True growth comes from internal accountability. Focus on what you can control and consistently improve. Recognize that your future is in your hands. Excuses delay action. Responsibility accelerates success. Every millionaire or billionaire reached where they are because they acted instead of blaming. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people. Your circle affects your mindset. opportunities, and habits. Engage with those who challenge, motivate, and inspire. Avoid toxic or negative influences. Environment influences decisions, risk-taking, and consistency. The right network amplifies your growth. The wrong one suppresses it. Invest in yourself. Learning, skill development, and self-discipline create compounding returns. Knowledge, applied consistently, generates wealth far beyond physical labor. Education, mentorship, and self-improvement are investments with infinite ROI. The richer you become in skills and mindset, the more opportunities you can create and leverage. Break this cycle of survival thinking by prioritizing future growth over immediate comfort. Track spending, save, invest, and allocate time for skill development. Build systems that generate passive income and increase financial independence. Stop consuming what should be invested. Plant seeds today to enjoy freedom tomorrow. Avoid consumer traps. Distinguish between wants and needs. Focus on assets rather than liabilities. Invest in businesses, education, stocks, or other instruments that generate returns. Each decision compounds and creates leverage for long-term success. The moment you spend money on status instead of assets, you trade freedom for temporary recognition. Embrace calculated risk. Every opportunity to learn, invest, or start a project carries uncertainty. Avoiding all risk guarantees stagnation. Taking consistent, calculated action allows growth. Risk-managed decisions compound over time and separate wealthy individuals from those who remain in struggle. Procrastination is the silent thief of wealth. Every day delayed reduces potential gains. Start now, even with small steps. Time is finite, and lost time cannot be regained. Consistent effort over years multiplies results exponentially. The earlier you start, the greater the compounding benefits. Small actions now create massive impact later. Friends, the question is simple. Are you just surviving, or are you truly growing? If you found this video helpful and want to take control of your future, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video that can change your life. And in the comments, tell me, which habit are you going to start changing today? Share your answer below, because growth only happens when you take action. Let's start planting the seeds today and build the future we deserve tomorrow.